After Trump suspended U.S. aid abroad, Zelensky increased pressure on European leaders. They continue approving one aid package after another, but no supplies from NATO help Kiev change the balance of power on the front lines. The Russian army leaves the Ukrainians no chance to counterattack. Advancing in the Donbass, the Russian troops are approaching the Dnipropetrovsk region. The residents in the border areas complain that artillery strikes are already heard in the region. The local authorities called on locals to leave the settlements near the front. All civilians should prepare for the upcoming evacuation. The front is approaching the Dnipropetrovsk region from several directions in the east. After their recent victory in Velikaya Novoselka, Russian forces increased the pace of their offensive west of Kurakhova. They broke through Ukrainian defenses in the eastern part of Dachne and gained a foothold in the center of the village. At the same time, the advancing Russian forces are surrounding large Ukrainian forces in a cauldron. They approach the outskirts of Constantinople and assault troops attack the town from the south. Russians are also approaching the center of Andriivka, advancing from the north and east of the village. The Russian troops are also developing their offensive in the Pokrovsk direction. The Ukrainian military command attempts to plug the holes in its defense with more and more units thrown to this front, but none of their efforts stop the Russian advance. In heavy battles, they expanded their zone of control around Kotlina on the southwestern front. They are approaching the outskirts of Pokrovsk along the railway. At the current stage, stabilization of the front line in the Dnipropetrovsk direction is impossible. The Russian military maintains the initiative, and Ukrainian defense is less and less stable. But Western warmongers continue donations in an attempt to maintain at least some capacity of the corps of the Ukrainian army. For example, despite the months-long discussions, Germany agreed to allocate 3 billion euros for military aid to the Kiev regime. Meanwhile, Russian precision strikes thwart military supplies from NATO. Ukrainian ports in the Black Sea and on the Danube River are pounded by Russian drones and missiles for the fourth night in a row. On January 31st, another wave of drone strikes inflicted heavy damage on the logistics complex of the Risoil terminal, which was one of the key logistics hubs for military supplies from NATO through Romania. Another large logistics depot hidden in civilian infrastructure was destroyed in the Kiev region. Ammunition, weapons, engineering, and military equipment for units on the eastern and southern front lines were destroyed. Strikes on rear logistics hubs disrupt military supplies to the Ukrainian military positions. Meanwhile, explosions thunder throughout the country.